turned 14 last week. That's really hard to believe. That means I've been in foster care for about 18 months. But things are very different now. About 6 months ago, Sandy told me that the judge was thinking about my future and planning that I might not ever go back with my mom. That I could be adopted by another family if that happened. I wasn't sure how to feel about that. It meant that I might never see my mom again. That was a thought that had been growing on me anyway, since my mom really had stopped coming to our weekly meetings about that same time, about 6 months ago. First, she started missing a few meetings. Then it would be a month straight. Then she stopped coming altogether. Sandy said that Mom wasn't able to kick the drug habit, and her life was not going well. For me, that meant more confusion and uncertainty. How hard was she really trying? I guess I'll never really know the answer. Then the other questions started coming up. If I'm to be adopted, who will that be? It was almost too much to hope that the Matsons would adopt me. As much as I wanted to know if they would, I was afraid to ask in case the answer would lead to another disappointment and more confusion about my future. Thankfully, all that is cleared up now. About 3 months ago, Mom and Dad sat me down and point blank told me the judge was making it so I could be adopted, and would it be okay with me if they told the judge they'd like to make me a Matson forever. I couldn't believe it was happening, that I would be able to stay forever and join this family for the rest of my life. I'd secretly thought about this a long time, even thinking what a cool name Mattie Matson would be. But until this moment, I never dared to say it out loud. So, for the first time ever, I said my new name, Mattie Matson. It could not have sounded sweeter. The next 3 months were the slowest 3 months of my life, waiting on paperwork, meeting more social workers, and hoping each night that nothing would mess this up. Still uncertain, but more hopeful than I had ever been in my life. Then, as my birthday approached, so did my official adoption. So we celebrated my birthday on the same day I became Mattie Matson, with a brother, sister, mom, and dad, and a future. For the first time in years, I could begin to think about what I wanted to do with my life. I still think about my real mom. I still love her, but now in a different way. I've accepted the fact that things didn't work out for us like it does for many families, and that she tried as hard as she knew how to love me. And I hope and pray that she's okay. Someday, maybe, we can reconnect. But that will take time to know for sure. My new mom had been telling me this past year that God had a plan for me, even though for these past few years I didn't know what it was. I still don't know exactly what that plan is, but I do know for sure that God does have a plan for even me. And if He has a plan for me, then I'm sure He has a plan for everyone. For my real mom, and even for a kid who right now is at day 1 of their foster care journey.